Good morning students and welcome to your online class of MySQL. So today in this session revision to day 2 we are going to discuss about the different type of keys which are used in the database. So let us first of all understand that what are keys in the database. Keys in DBMS are actually an attribute or a set of attributes which helps you to identify a row in a relation. Means that in a table, if you are able to identify a row by its column, it means by its attribute, then it is called as a key. Keys also help you to find the relationship between the two tables. It helps you to uniquely identify a row in a table by combination of one or more columns in that table. So in short, you can say that the rows in a table or a tuple in a table in a relation can be identified by its columns or attributes, which is termed as keys. Further, keys are divided into different types. So you can see here that the first key which we have, that is primary key. The second is candidate key. Third is the alternate key. Fourth is the foreign key. So we'll be discussing all the keys one by one. So the first one is the primary key. Primary key is actually a set of one or more attributes that can uniquely identify the tuples within the relation, which means that a particular field, a particular attribute or a column which has the unique value in it and by which the rows can be identified within the table is termed as a primary key, or we can make that particular field as a primary key. So here you can see an example. So here in the table which is given contains the record of the student, their ID, first name, last name and course ID. So you can see here that the student ID is a particular field, particular column, attribute which is containing the unique records. So that is why we can make this field as a primary key, because it is uniquely identified the row of each attribute. Course ID cannot be made as a primary key because the course ID is repeated and the name can also be repeated. Let's see another example, which is here customer ID, forename, surname. You can see here that customer ID is containing the unique values which is uniquely identified the particular row for a particular person. So that is why it is made as a primary key. The second type of key are the candidate keys. These are the keys where you can say that when all the attribute combination inside the relation or inside the table that can be served as a primary key are candidate keys, as they are the candidates for the primary key position. So you can understand like this, that if suppose there is a table of student where student ID and the student PAN card information is given. So student ID also contains the unique records and the PAN card field also contain the unique record for each individual student. So both can be said to as a candidate key because they can be served as a primary key of the table. However, we can make only one field as a primary key and the other can be called as a candidate key. So here you can see the example of a candidate key, the table which is containing the ID, and here the unique records are filled in the ID field and the phone number also contain the unique records. So both of them can be said as a candidate key for the table. However, one of them can be made as a primary key for retrieving the records from the table. Moving further, the third one is the alternate key. A candidate key which is not said or not served as the primary key is called as the alternate key. You can understand like this, that in case that if in a table there are two or more candidate keys, only one of them serves as a primary key, so the rest of them will be called as the alternate keys. Like here in this example, you can see that in the table ID is the candidate key and phone number is also served as a candidate key. However, if we make ID as a primary key, so the other field which is left out, which is the phone number containing the unique record, can be said as the alternate key. Moving further, let us see the last key, which is foreign key. Foreign key is said to be as a key where the non-key attribute whose values are derived from the primary key of some other table is termed as foreign key. You can understand like this: foreign key helps you to represent the relationship between the two tables. It is a non-key attribute or a group of non-key attribute whose value, whose field is derived from the other table where the primary key is defined. So suppose there is a table which is containing a primary key field, and there is another table which is containing the same primary key field. So that will be said to be as a foreign key of that particular table. Let's see the example. So here you can see that there are two tables, student details and student marks, wherein in student details ID, name and course field is given. So these are the attributes of the student details table, where ID is defined as a primary key because it is containing the unique records. Now in the second table, which is student marks, it is containing the ID of the same students and their marks. So here the ID, which was treated as a primary key in the original table, will be set to as a foreign key in the current table student marks. Alright, I hope you have understood these concepts of the keys. Now go through the video very carefully, revise all the topics thoroughly, and try to understand the difference between primary key, candidate key, alternate key and foreign key. If you have any problem, any query, you can mail me on my mail address. Till then, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you.